Hi guys, welcome to a new market outlook where I discuss my favorite pairs which align fundamentally and technically. And yeah, let's get started. First, I want to discuss gold because as you maybe already saw, we hit the $4,000 mark, which is a very huge step forward. It's mainly driven because of the uncertainty of around the globe at the moment. The US dollar shutdown because of the government shutdown. The Japanese election was a very uncertainty event because it was unexpected. And the euro has now the problems with France and the prime minister of France. So this all together drive up gold higher. And as you can see, we are very, very, very bullish. We had no significant pullback. Here a little pullback, here a little pullback, here a little pullback, but it's not very a real pullback. It's just not just a real pullback. On a 4 hour time frame, you can see that I can show you that. Here you can see we just grabbed liquidity and then moved up higher. Here you can also see we just grabbed liquidity and moved up higher. So we are not doing very much besides grabbing liquidity and moving up higher. So yeah, it's just this is the strategy now for gold, in my opinion. Just looking where liquidity lies and then taking long trades. Here, for example, there was liquidity, then we got a change of character, and then we moved up higher. So yeah, this is the game plan for gold. Now it's a little bit difficult because there are not much liquidity here. We have liquidity over here in this trend line, and here a bit of liquidity on the 1 hour time frame, but it's very difficult now, so I have to wait for a pullback somewhere where liquidity lies, here, or here, and then I wait for my change of character and go long again, just follow the momentum, not shorting the pair now, just following the momentum, and hoping to ride this wave. Next one is the Euro USD. We saw the push down I spoke about in the last market outlooks. We pushed back into this demand zone, and then we got 4 hour change of characters, and now we push down lower, grabbing liquidity under this low and maybe target now this low, and this low is still open. But I personally didn't take this short trade because fundamentally it did not align for me personally, and because the US dollar is actually weak, but because of the uncertainty around the globe, the US dollar gained the strength. So the US dollar isn't so strong as it is shown now, and this is why I didn't take the trade, because I wasn't comfortable with it to buy the US dollar. But you can see that we just followed order flow. Here we have the supply in control, and now this supply is in control. So what I'm looking at now is that we maybe grab this liquidity and these equal lows now, and then I will look for long trades, because today we have also FOMC and the French election. They discuss, Macron and the prime minister, and if they get to a right path, there won't be a new election, which will be good for the euro, because then the uncertainty fades a bit. But if they don't get an agreement, it will just weaken the euro further, because then there will be new elections, more uncertainty, so not good for the euro. But I think personally today FOMC will get the dollar again a little bit down, because it again shows the real data behind the US, and it shows that the US dollar shouldn't be that strong. So I think the US dollar should snap back today a little bit. So I will actually look for some long trades, because I think that the dollar will weaken a bit. But for now, there's not really a setup, because as I said, the supply is in control, and a little bit difficult to trade. On the 1 hour time frame, you can see that we got a break down here and now the break up, so we could continue from here up higher because the internal order flow shifts, but it's just the 1 hour, and after such a strong move down, it's a little bit difficult to call the trend change on the 1 hour time frame. But yeah, that's what I look for now. Next is the GBP. Because of the bad euro news, you see the push down here, but for me it's nice, because we take out now this liquidity and maybe this liquidity. So for me, we can go lower and lower, because we are still bullish. So we now have the pullback, taking liquidity. Here we took liquidity, here's liquidity. So if we go down again, take more liquidity, and then we get some positive news from France today, I will look for scale ends, because then we will maybe have a trend change because we go down, up, maybe one push down, and then we got a trend change, and then I will just scale ins on the pullbacks and follow the order flow. The Euro CAD also pushed on lower because of the Euro weaken. We took out this lows. Here is the refined area of demand I talked about yesterday. So we could now push down a little lower and then get a positive news, or the weak news for the US dollar that will also boost the euro. And then I will also look for scale ins to trade up to this high over here. Or we also take out this low, go into this demand zone, and then I will also look for long trades. The next is the Aussie NST. As you can see, I spoke about this trade yesterday. I showed it, and now we got this heavy boost up because of the rate decision from the RBNZ today. They cut surprisingly 50 basis points instead of 25, so it surprised the market, and they called that they are ready also to cut more. So that's very dovish for the New Zealand dollar, and in general, the New Zealand dollar will weaken against the Australian dollar in the future also. So for now, I will again look for some pullbacks and then also for long trades. As I did here, I just saw this little pullback actually, but I was happy to take the long trade because in the past we only saw such small pullbacks, then move up, small pullback, 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 move up. So that's because the bear is so bullish, and that was my thinking behind taking this long trade. And now here you can see we have here liquidity open. So what I'm looking for now is just a pullback, maybe take out this liquidity. This is the news liquidity high, which gets sometimes taken out, and then after maybe taking out this low, I will again look for some long trades. Next, the Aussie CAD. We now got a very nice pullback over here, taking out this liquidity here. So after tapping into this demand zone and into a 50% of the range, I will now look for some long trades following the 1 hour order flow. Now the supply was in control, we are pushing down lower, so I will wait for a change of character and then for a long trade. And the Aussie US dollar now also pullbacked nicely, took out this low over here, and on the 1 hour time frame we got a change of character here. So I set a buy limit order because I just with very low risk, because yeah, fundamentally the bear is very bullish, but it's just a 1 hour fractal change of character, and we could of course head down lower to here or here, I don't know, but overall the structure is bullish. We had a pullback, now we have again a pullback. Here this is not very nice price action because here we not broke this high in a very good way, just very few pips, so it's not very nice for me. I would like to see a more clear break, especially on the daily time frame, to see that we clearly got a fractal break and a shift in the structure again, but that's not a very nice break. So yeah, I don't really like it at all. Fundamentally it would be very nice, especially as I think that the US dollar should gain some weakness today after the FOMC, but yeah, let's see. So yeah, that would be all for today. I hope you like it and learn something from it. Write down what you're looking at and your comments on that, and see you soon again.